Hey YouTubers, subscribe, like the video. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless everything that you're trying to overcome, that you're trying to get intervened for yourself. Make sure you know and always think about the things of the Bible, quote unquote. You the head and not the tail. That's what we're here for. That's what we're brung here for. I'll just make this video for a short one, for short inspiration. And people that's just living on barely on the surface of enlightening themselves and awakening themselves to what their primary goal is and what they really want to do. Or have they not made that decision to go ahead and go forth and do what they have to do? And my advice is, hey man, we going through a world where we're going through perilous times where it don't even make sense right now. And building yourself up, not even that working in a regular job or just working a daily basis, like I'm saying, building a business or just trying to sit yourself at a round table with a group of guys who can really help you grow as a person. Elevate yourself and be around people that's gonna really help you elevate. And sometimes when you're in a group like that, what I'm just saying is everybody got their own ways. You know, you got an attacker, defenser. You know what I'm saying? The difference between all the people you work with within groups. But I really wanted to say and get your attention on when you're building yourself up, when you're building a business, when you're trying to be the head and not the tail, make sure you don't put too much weight on yourself, to put too much weight on your heart, and make sure all the bad energy, the tough days, the things that you've been through in life before does not still dwell on you. And make sure you really either separated yourself or you really acknowledge the fact that certain people in your life you don't need anymore. And you don't need their ideas. You don't need those thoughts that you usually have on them to be part of your idea of how you think of the world. You don't want your environment to be that same way. You don't want every day you wake up basically the same guy is complaining at the bus stop that he has to go to work, that he has to do this, yada, yada, yada. You want to, if you really looking to look forward into trying to really make progress, do it off self-improvement. And some people you damn sure gonna have to walk away from. Some people you're really gonna have to leave them alone. And you may have to be on your lonely. Because, I mean, for a prophetic word and for all the prophets out there, many know, but few are chosen. And it's a lonely word. It's a lonely road. It's a lonely road when you with God at the beginning. It could be tough. It could be painful. It could be hurting you every single day, inch by inch, you're growing. And nothing is still happening to you. Not in this physical, not in this flesh. Maybe if you provoke it yourself. I don't want to get people twisted. This is reality. But when you're protected by God, not too many things, nothing at all is going to happen. Not on your circumstances. Your circumstances may look bad, but it isn't bad. Do things that's important in you at proper time too. Don't rush things. Don't try to convince somebody of your idea, of your life-like thoughts that you want to bring it to reality. What you've been taught is not going to affect everyone around you. Or it's not going to, it's not going to hit everybody around you. You know, It's just between convincing a person that the being gay is part of the New World Order, and you have a debate about being gay is part of the New World Order. And all these things that people can bring up in that discussion, you would never come to a convincing, stunning statement that's going to stop the debate, end the debate, finish the debate without compromising yourself. It's like arguing over sports, especially when it comes to reality, when it comes to life, when it comes to bringing God into your situation, into your life. Be supportive, more supportive of your I'm sorry, excuse my words. Be more supportive of yourself than you are with other people's ideas, such as, like I always bring up, family. People that had never even traveled either in the world or in your mind the way you have. You are brilliant. You're brilliant. You got clarity, you got wisdom, charisma. You have all these things inside of you. You're beautiful. You're important. That's the end of discussion. You are a leader. Leadership. The best thing you can do to amplify that is position yourself into that state of mind. And it is a time when you can reflect on things that happen, but don't get analytic with it. That's very important too. Don't get analytic with it, where you just thinking, overthinking things, where you can't come up with a proper, convincing ground in your mind, which leave barriers open. Well, leave barriers to yourself. Blockages, spiritual blockages. It could be something that you can never get over. Some things you'll never be able to convince to yourself. You just have to overcome and grow out of that state of mind, out of being that person that thinks like that has that perspective on people. Because you're not going to be able to change others as you change yourself, as quickly as you change yourself. And you have to give yourself that self-gratification, that you're doing well sometimes, that you're doing what you have to do to make yourself grow financially, make yourself grow mentally, make yourself grow, that you're getting a better understanding of life. And when you're doing these things, most of the time people come to bring criticism, bring extra statements of your bad, poorly performance. Always look at the things that you do improperly. But you have to remind people that you're still a growing person. You're still trying to make yourself official, which you already know you are. And you're taking steps. And you don't have to tell them nothing. It's not their business. It's part of the character that you're developing yourself into being. You know, getting lost in chaos and getting lost in what's going on every day with, hip hop, the culture, all that, 15% of the day, that is good. But most of the time, when your mind elevates and you start thinking on a higher level, you want to do great things. And the things that we think that's not great, the smallest things, are some of the greatest things that you can possibly freaking do. And that's what the world is trying to blind us over, or overthrow our mind, put a blindfold on our mind and make us think that some of the smallest things that don't need our attention can make a big impact on our life. And with that being said, it's going to make a big impact on somebody else's life. Why? Because the influence of the person that you're becoming has a natural born energy in you. You have human flesh and you have spirit. People that feed their flesh all the time, you see what's happening. You see how the world is changing by people that's feeding their flesh, babies to the spiritual, not even babies, unaware or don't want to have that awareness that they're living in God's world, a godly world, a divine world, where things can properly change by the imagination, by your thought patterns. And this is why most people's thoughts and mindsets stay into chaos, because they can't get over the things that happened in the past. Or they have creative ways. The devil have creative ways. People have creative ways. Many people have creative ways of going over the hump on things, but might be carrying a lot of laundry, dirty laundry on their back, to make sure that no one would ever hurt them again. Say things to yourself. Take part of the world. Some become snakes. Some become drug dealers, killers. Some become frauders, thieves. Some just don't know. Some just strict parents. But this is what happens when God is not with you, or you don't understand these things. The world will take its place on you. And feeding your flesh and not feeding your spirit, it is a big difference, because you'll never see how the spirit's supposed to be if you don't even try to open your heart first and open your mind, man. And you gotta understand, man, and walk this earth for like 40, 50 years and have no understanding of, no idea what type of place or where they was actually living. The way they was actually living. They live a blind life. Some live in a whole farm or a shelter their whole entire life. So that's what I wanted to give you. I wanted to wake people up to the motivational and really let the sun rise on you. Don't take people for granted. All those things come back on you. Don't take things for granted. And when you strike, be clever as a viper. But let your sting be soft as a dove. Because you might be experiencing hatred right now from whoever. Family, friends, your job, co-workers. People that don't like the business that you're doing. Don't think that it's going to progress. You keep going, everything is going to progress. It has no choice. Put your mind in the right law of the thing that you're trying to do. The law of attraction. Use your imagination. The law of vibration. Use your imagination. Learn what true power is. Learn what it means to make a statement for yourself in this world. Learn how to change things for yourself. Do your clothes, do things, do little bitty things that make it seem like it's changing first. So your mind can be able to grasp that idea. Heck, go somewhere. Man, like, I just don't want my people to be stuck with the neighborhood act. And what I mean by that is you're just stuck on planting ideas that have been given from other people, which mean you can't possibly grow. You can't possibly, they keep you stuck within the culture. Like, you always got to be, as soon as somebody say something that you don't agree with, you always got to respond back in anger or with words of just, blasting on a person. And you got to overcome that and grow. Because when you start doing these things, you're going to attract people with a higher vibration, with a higher energy level. Because they're going to be able to tell you what's wrong or what they don't agree with. And they're going to be able to keep continuously doing what they doing. If they do agree with it, man, okay. Maybe you told them something that put a little ticks and changes into their machinery or what they're doing. But if they didn't agree with what you said, even if it's sports, something that got to do with your business or with your family, man, as long as it ain't to the point where, I mean, it's just typically disrespectful to everybody. You know, open yourself up. Get a better understanding like God does. We are his children. Don't be stuck in, don't be stuck. Just don't be. Because the people that's trying to keep you in his coaches are like, they're not even overrated. They're not even rated. So why not you're able to keep yourself motivated? Why not you're not able to keep that character that you want to be? Well, maybe it's because the environment that you're in doesn't fit the vibration that you want to be in. Until you change a lot of things in your life, or change the person that you are, the environment is going to react. And sometimes you can adapt. Some people will hate you. Some people are going to be jealous. Some people are going to be pissed off what you're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, you must understand, they don't believe they can do it. You do. And everybody just waiting for a secret gossip or laugh about how you feel. And it's not going to happen. Keep yourself inspired in everything that keep yourself inspired. But be able to turn it down at certain points too. So you can have basically a rest. You know, God rested on the seventh day. So, be continuous. I don't want to make this video too long. It's already 17 minutes. So, as again, just like the video. Please comment, and I'll see you guys later. Subscribe. Bless you, fellas. Bless you, sisters.